Hello everyone, just a quick test here. Let's see if my new system's working. On my phone about, I've got a, oh, it's very wobbly, very wobbly. Let's see. Oh, that looks a good picture on there. So I'll turn that off. That actually looks alright. Just to test that. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Hiya, Timber. Hiya, Nikki. Hiya, Nikki. I don't know. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me okay? Hiya, Rachel. Hiya, thank you for coming. Hiya, Rachel. Hiya, thank you for coming. Vern, hiya. Hello, Andrew. Vern, hiya. Hello, Andrew. Nikki, is it alright if I make you a moderator, please? Nikki, is it alright if I make you a moderator, please? Right, thank you very much. Thank you, Nikki. Hi, Andrew. Hi, everyone. What I'm doing, I'm just messing with this to see. I've got a new camera overhead bracket thing, but it's very precarious. It's very precarious. The factory I'm building is this Williams industrial motors factory, and it's the Walthish building. And I've just been putting some spots of rust onto this sign. I went off and back on again then. Off and back on. I'll just put some volume on here so I can hear. It's taken me about 20 hours. Oh, we've got that echo going on. I'll have to put that off. Can everyone hear all right? Yeah. It's a right half-baked affair, is this, isn't it? Turn the sound off on the phone. Hang on. Thanks, Rach. Okay, up. Thanks, Rach. Oh, you horrible parrot. I've got a parrot flying about. Behave, Jimmy. Yeah, it is. It's I've got a Senegal parrot acting the damn goat. So like I said, this is the building. It's taken about 20 hours to get it to this stage, and I've got a big blank wall here, so that could do with some, I don't know, some painting or a faded transfer, something like that. That's the back wall. What I've got to do here. Hiya, Andy at Charleston Eastgate, thank you. Somerset Andy, thanks for coming. What I'm going to do with this back wall is put a couple of wastewater outlets coming in and draw those off down to a drain. You can see up. You can see here where I've started doing some weathering. I've got to take that all the way around, and this is the side view where loading bay and what have you. We've got to get going there. Joe Raider, thanks for coming. How are you doing there? Sorry, I've lost connection again. It keeps coming on and off, doesn't it? Steve Childers, hello, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. You silly parrot, will you shut up, Jimmy? Listen, I'm just going to get Jimmy the parrot. Come here. I'll show you all Jimmy the parrot. He's off again. He's flown off again. He's misbehaving. He's just misbehaving as he can. So I've got a loading bay to do next. That's going to go on here. I'm going to put a brick front on it and concrete on the top and sides, and some steps to go up. I think this building was about 40 quid, something like that. And I've been watching another one on eBay, a new kit, and they dropped the price this morning. Sent me an eBay and dropped the price. And when I got to it, somebody else had already taken advantage and bought it, so I missed out. Paco, how are you doing? Thank you. Thank you for coming. There's a detailed tool shed up on the roof, and some skylights with little finials on the top. I've done those so they look like metal. We can, I'll spin it back around this way. We can zoom in a bit there. Hello Paco, thanks for coming. See if we can zoom in a bit somehow or other. I don't think I can. I'll bring it in. I've just started putting 2 different colours of rust onto that sign so that it's going to look like it's been there a long time. The front of this, it's like Art Deco style, and I've painted all these in concrete colour. I'm going to line them all next with some panel line fluid, you know, like a wash. And it's got these stars at the front and a very fancy front door. A very fancy front door. And I've started putting bits of rust everywhere. I've got to use a lot of weathering powder next. So thanks, Nikki. It is a nice building when it's built up. It does look nice. I'm just hoping it's going to look. Thanks again, Nikki. That's very much appreciated. I'm just going to have a look and see what it looks like when it goes on. Thanks, Andy. Thank you. Much appreciate it. I haven't done anything on the interior at all yet, but I'm going to do all the outside and then see what it looks like before it goes on to the layout. I do have a place in mind ready for it. I've just managed to get the parrot back in his cage. I'm so sorry about that racket. I do have a place on the layout for ALS. I do have a place on the layout for it at the far end, and the track, there's a siding of track that'll come to this side and sort of out round the back. It won't be served directly by rail at all, but it will be nearby to round the back where there's a rail depot, so it's easy for them to get to. And that's where I'm up to, folks. I'm going to crack on with doing some stuff this afternoon and see if I can't get it ready for going on. There's big transfers they make, you know, and this side wall here, this really needs something on it, like a big advertisement transfer or something like that. It really does, because it's a massive blank canvas, so we do need to get something done with that. Yeah, Tetley tea advert out like that. Anything. Victory V's. There used to be a lot of those. In fact, the town I'm in used to have the Victory V factory here. I'm considering doing that, Andy, putting separate floors inside. It's quite a task, but if I'm going to light it up, it does want details going in there. If we're going to light it up and what have you, and put separate floors in. So that probably will take quite some time. That's better. Something went funny on my screen then on the phone. Uncle Joe's mint balls. I remember though, used to come in a tin, didn't they? Well, I'm not sure yet what. A lot of brewery adverts are available, but I wanted quite a big one, so we can put it on the side. It's a Walther's. What I like about a Walther's compared to a DPM is that with a Walther's everything becomes yeah, Walther's cornerstone. I'll get your box in one sec, Timber. It's everything becomes separate. And this parrot is so annoying. Jimmy, will you just stop it? I'm busy doing something. You horrible parrot. You're really naughty. Damn parrot. Sorry, everyone. But with a DPM, like the full side, it all come moulded as one. So you'd have to paint all the wall and then individually handpick all the window frames out and any other details that you want in a different colour. But with this, everything comes separate. I know that means you've got to glue it all in, but you can get all the window frames on the sprue and paint them the one colour that you want. This for a dark grey, and then you can paint the individual things before you put them together. Makes it look a lot better. You can do it with DPM, and I do like them. They're brilliant kits, but when they're all moulded in one, it takes a bit of the fun out of it, but it actually difficult to paint a lot of the details and things. Just 1 second, and I'm gonna go and get the box so I can show you what it says on the box. Behave yourself, Jimmy. That's the box. Williams Industrial Electric Motors, and obviously that's the picture of it in situ on the layout. There's a section of pavement to come to the front, and that's got to be painted yet, and there's a lot of detailing to be done. I'm going to pick out some of those brick joints. Hello, Lee. But I'm not going to do them all because it'll just be overpowering. Will that absolutely overpowering? But like I said, I think it was about 40 quid or thereabouts. It was about £40 all in, which I think is a good price. It's a good price for a kit. You see all these top ledges, what you can see on here, along here, these top ledges, they need some sort of dust sitting on them. You know, I'm going to do some weathering powder and sit that on there so that it looks like it's accumulated the dust from the days of factory chimneys and things, which weren't as prevalent later on. But when the mill was built, they would have certainly had a lot of factory chimneys burning coal and putting soot everywhere. And there is room there. There's supposed to be a clock to go there. Now the clock they've supplied is just a little printed clock. Yeah, 45.95 timber. Yeah, that's about the price. I got this from yeah, I can't remember now. Jadlam models on the internet. Thanks, guys. You're very, very kind. What you're saying about my modelling skills. Thank you. Very nice. So anyway, the centre clock, sorry, and it's a cut out and glue on clock, and it just looks a bit corny. Doesn't look right. So what I'm going to do is either buy a better clock or put a date stone in that area where that is, so that it looks. Yeah, the problem I have, Tim, sorry, it keeps cutting out, doesn't it? I struggle finding UK suppliers that has all the kits in stock that you want, you know. Some of them are terrible. They just. I went to one, and this is what got me go last year. I ordered 4 models from them, and after 2 weeks, nothing had arrived. So I messaged them, and they said they're not in stock. We haven't got them in stock, but as soon as they arrive, we'll ship them out to you. But they didn't, on the website, it didn't say not in stock. So they'd take my money. I paid for something thinking it was going to be delivered, and it wasn't. And it was a couple of months, and I only got 2 of the models. Yeah, Jadlam, that's the ones I got this from. And this was super quick, super fast delivery. They let you know before you buy it if they've got it in stock or not. And there's an option to look at things that they've only got in stock. But the other guys, I ended up getting my money back for 2 of the models. They sent 2, and then the other 2 still weren't in. And I was disappointed that they'd taken my money and they hadn't said, look, they're not in stock, you're going to be waiting 6 months. They just took my money and said, you'll get them when we get here. But I had to inquire to them. So, Osborne's, that's bad. That's bad for you. I just can't use them again. I can't use Osborne's after that. That were terrible. And I was pleased because I found somebody that had DPM models, you know, that really had them in stock. But who I got these from, there were no problem, complete problem free. Jadlam, they have their own page, but they also have a page on eBay. But if you use their website, they have a point system, so how much you spend, you get some points towards your next purchase or whatever. So it's worth doing it through the website rather than on eBay, because you get a little bit of a better deal. So if it's not 2.4, Jadlam want 54, right? Well, try them on eBay. I bought these off eBay, and what happened was, when I got them, they sent me details of their website and have a look on the website type of thing. So I went on there. I don't know then, I don't know, unless the price is just, I certainly didn't pay 54 pounds for it. I bought 2. I bought the Red Owl shop as well, and I've already built that and put it on the layout. But yeah, I'm shocked there. I'm shocked that it's 54 pounds. It might be cheaper on their it may well be cheaper on their eBay page for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, 54 is going on the steep side. But then again, we struggle to get them. We're just struggling to get really good models from the United States over here. Kent Garden Railway is good for different scales. If it's not on the website, phone up and ask. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know, Nicky. I'll bear that in mind. Where was the other one I saw? Yeah, I can't remember now. There's a couple. There's a couple that do. Oh, there's Gauge Master. Their website. They sometimes have American style models, but there's Barkman do kits that you have to build yourself, and the kits that you build yourself are called City Scenes or City Scenics, and they're really, really good. They're geared for the American market because there's a lot of taller buildings, and a lot are in the architectural style of New York in the 1900s, when they were just at the turn of the 20th century. Hiya, JD. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Grandpa Rails. I appreciate it. But trying to find Bartman kits, city scenes, city scales, city scenics is really, really difficult in the UK. And the thing is, you've either got a scratch build or kit bash, or just think yourselves lucky, because the stuff we have available really, really gets me going. They're all thatch roof cottages and what have you. Those are from the main manufacturers. Now, there's a lot doing laser cut buildings now. What are terraced houses, or row houses, what they call them in the States. They call them a row house. Tower block. Yeah, Les, you got some really nice stuff. You got some real hits. I don't know when. It's probably a couple of years off. But what I plan to do is go over to the States with empty bags and fill them with kits while I'm over there, and fly them back here, so that I've got some, and I'm going to look for things that I've not seen and can't get over here. That's my plans, but it's going to be a lot. Chasco, how are you doing? Thank you for coming. So that's going to be my plans with that. It's just a quick live, chaps. Just a quick live. Just showing you where I'm up to with this building. I am going to have to. I'm going to have to do another how-to build. When I'm doing all the pipes and stuff, I'll film what I'm doing there. I've used this stuff. I'll just move that again. I've used this stuff. Clear varnish. It's a matte varnish. And I got a couple of these. It's an acrylic varnish. It still reeks though, you can't do it inside. You've got to do it outside, or in with an extraction, and wear a mask, because it pongs. I thought it wouldn't be as bad because it was acrylic, but it actually is. It reeks. I got 2 of these cans because these are good for even for static grass and stuff. You spray it on and it remains tacky for a while, and you can do a lot with them. And so I've gone over it all with matte varnish. That way the powders and things are going to stick all right to it. But yeah, if anyone can suggest anywhere that does large transfers. John at Schuylkill River Valley, thank you so much for coming. I hope you're well, my friend. Thank you. If anyone knows where I can get a large transfer, I have seen what Jason Jensen has done with paper. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. I've seen what he does with paper advertisements, and he makes them so thin by wearing away at the back of them and what have you, that they fade out, and they really do look like they've been painted on. But if you go to Franklin and South Manchester, George Celius, some of the buildings he has there are fantastic, and the transfers and painted signs that he has for him are absolutely awesome. Superb detail. So yeah, I'll just show anyone who's new. I've started with the sign, and I've started putting little tiny parts of rust along that sign, and at the moment it just looks like splashes of muck, but it will look better. I'm going to do some of the mortar work in between the bricks, but not all of it. And this is the loading bay. Thank you, Nikki, I appreciate that. I've rusted the canopy slightly in places, put some rust on the door. I've got a set of steps for here and a loading bay to go on, and I might put a trough pipe along here. And then Paul Vosman, thank you very much for coming. for buildings. Wow, wow, yeah, that's the cement work's fantastic, isn't it, Paul? Really good. But yeah, I think I'll put a trough in along here and a little drain pipe that runs there and down the wall for the rainwater. I'm going to put a couple of drain pipes on the back for wastewater. You can see I've already started here. I'm not too impressed with what I did. I'm messing with some, testing something different out, but I'm going to blend that in so it's not as obvious. And I'm going to redo all the weathering all the way around. We haven't even started yet weathering the roof and this massive big blank side that I've got to do. And I'm going to pick the details out on these mouldings that I've got here. I'll use panel liner wash for that, just to pick them out and make them stand out a bit more. And then there's a pavement unit that goes along the front near these doors. It sits along the front with a driveway coming up to that. The siding will run up near to the side of it. And oh, thank you, thanks Rachel, I appreciate that, thank you very much. And so that's about where I'm at. How long have we been going now? Yeah, I bet it was, Paul. So the thing is, with buying directly from the United States, you can get thumped with tax when you get it back here. Hiya, Josh. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Yeah, Paul, I got something from the States once, a couple of railway wagons, and I think I got stung about 18 quid in tax. Ewan at the Growler, thank you very much. Blackwood Engage Layout, thank you, Ewan, for coming. I hope everyone's well. I really do today. So yeah, you've got to be careful of getting stung with tax if you buy it direct from the States. I'm not sure how it works in Canada. If we get stuff shipped from Canada, I'm not sure if we get stung for that, but I know if you're in Canada and you buy it from the States, you get stung with tax as well. It's just the way it is, isn't it? But that puts them into prohibitively expensive brackets, you know. Same as, okay, JD, thank you very much for calling in, Grandpa Rails. Thanks, JD. Take care. Yeah, Paul, yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's the only way to get them, and if you really want them, you will pay the premium that you need to pay. You will pay it. I'm not sure if I probably would. Yeah, I probably would if I saw something I really wanted and I could only get it in the States. I'd probably pay the tax and just grin and bear it. Just grin and bear it and pay the tax because it's the only way we can get these things. And I just wish Barkman and Walther should be more readily available, especially the Barkman City Scene kits that you put together. There's some wonderful ones, and they look, and cows in a riding stables in a little village pub and what have you. Not everywhere wants to look like Pendon, you know. And I'm not knocking Pendon; it's a great layout, beautiful, groundbreaking for its time. But it's each to their own taste, isn't it? And I do believe there's a lot of us modelers that don't want that type of twee, quaint looking countryside. Here's the farmhouse and all the rest of it, Luke. Because to me that if I want to see a field full of sheep, I'll just go to a farm with my wife, you know. And I don't want to see a field full of sheep. I've seen enough sheep to never want to see one ever again, especially when it's lambing season. I hate it. But there you go. So for me, I want a big city, an industrial town or a city. Wow, £16 handling fee on top of that. Is there a recommended shop? in the States that anybody would recommend to buy from for shipping to the UK. I haven't bought anything from the UK for a long time. I bought a saddle once for one of our horses that we were having a Western style saddle, and I bought that from the States. Ah, you're in the beautiful Republic, Kyle. I'm not sure if now from the Republic of Ireland to Britain, if there's some sort of nonsense, you see, with all right, Ewan, yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you anyway. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's going to be a charge if we got something from the beautiful Republic. It's a long time since I've been there. I lived in Clonakilty in Cork when I was a very young man, very youngster. Yeah, I'm not so sure if there's going to be tax or not because of the Brexit is the gift that just keeps giving, isn't it? It's absolutely nothing like what they said it would be. Yeah, we used to have to pay VAT, but not if it were better. There's a lot of unknowns still about it. Yeah, I do quite a bit of scratch building or kit bashing. I like kit bashing and but I prefer kits if I can get them and then can modify them as I go. Well, you say that, Tim. I got 2 wagons from Heath at Human City. Hiya, Dwight. Thank you for coming, mate. Thank you. I got 2 railway wagons from Heath. They were a gift, genuinely a gift. I didn't pay for them. Heath marked them as a gift. He shipped them out to the UK for me, and I got lumped with a 18 quid VAT bill, gift or not. And I wasn't happy, and I said, so if I had a relative out there and they sent me a birthday present, I'd have to pay a tax on that. And I said, yes, yes, you do. So you get away lucky. You get away lucky if you don't get a tax bill for it. Should have contested it. I probably should. Timber, but I let it go because I didn't know any different. I was just told that were it. Kibri, yeah, they're good kits as well. They make some good stuff. But yeah, it's easier if there's a shop in the UK that has them or can source them, but not take your money until they've got them, so they can ship them out to you. I was really disappointed when Osborne's did that. They took the money, and then after a fortnight, I messaged them to say where they were. King Fox, how are you doing, mate? How are you doing? Good to see you. Golden Hobbies, yeah, I'll have a look at those as well, Timber. But yeah, I was disappointed because they said, no, we haven't got them in stock. You have to wait till they come and we'll send them to you when they get here. And I waited a couple of months for the first 2. And the next 2 buildings, I was waiting even longer. I got fed up and can't. They should let you know whether they've got them in stock or not before they start taking your money and you're expecting something in the post. They weren't going to tell me until I messaged them and said, where's my buildings, you know? They weren't going to message me and say, your buildings aren't here, but we've got your money and we'll post them to you when they come. They were just going to leave me hanging, which is bad form. Yeah, there's one seller on eBay with buildings called I think he's from Barnsley or Wakefield, and he's called E Bailey, and he has some models on there, and a lot of them are already pre-built, and some of them are dreadfully built that need completely taken apart. cleaning up and rebuilding. They reach phenomenal prices. A lot of them are Kibri and Volmer buildings and stuff. They do timber. Sakura Densha, thank you very much for coming. How are you doing? They make ridiculous money. There's one I've seen them go for absolutely extortionate prices, and when you look, you can get the kit for a similar price. All right, you can build it yourself, but at least that way you won't have to rectify anyone else's mistakes. When you buy one that's built up, it's all kinds of problems you've got to fix. Well, I don't know where he sources them from, because he always has a lot, and they're always European makes. Yeah, I'll have another look at yours, Paul. I have been in that cement works is marvellous. It really is. Strawberry trifle can't be bad. Can't be bad at all. So yeah, I've just got to shop round looking for these buildings. I've got space for perhaps 3 or 4 more. I bought one from Atlas, Middlesex Manufacturing Company, and that's a really big. Oh, waiting for you to yeah, drop me a line about that, Timber. I'm interested in that very much. So very much. I've got space for a few. Like I say, I got the Middlesex Manufacturing, which is quite a big factory, and I turned it into an old textile mill, like one that I used to know one called Waterfall Mill in Blackburn, and it's very similar building. So I've got that on my layout, and I'm not sure if it's the best position for it. Yeah, I could. I could. I don't mind. We could work something out, Timber. Having a look at what you're doing. It is, Les. It is, Les. I do try and troll. Like I said, I miss one. There was one on eBay, and it was £15, and it was similar to a DPM kit, but it wasn't DPM. It was someone else, and I just put it on my watch list because I thought when I've got time, I'll go back and have a proper look. And I got an email this morning, and it said they've reduced the price from 15 quid to £13.50. So I thought, wow, I'm having it. I don't even need to look at it for that price because it's cheap. You can't get them, you know. And then so I clicked on to go and see it, and the damn thing had been sold already. So there's not only me looking for these buildings in the UK, but yeah, I do. I troll where I can. What I liked about Jadlam was they had a function where you could see what was in stock. Oh, can you, Timber? Yeah. Well, can you message me about that, Timber? Because that's what I'm looking for next. I was going to buy one of those roof equipment kits and a couple of extractors for on the side. So I definitely need those. So if you could get in touch with me, either email or something, and let me know. Yeah, thank you for coming, Les. That's great. We'll catch you somewhere tonight, no doubt, no doubt at all. Thank you, Les. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming. We're about like a roof furniture kit and a couple of vents for up the side with an extractor and what have you. And I think 20 quid, 25, I don't know, something like that. But that's what I need next for this. I need some roof fittings and some air vents and stuff going up the side so that it does look a bit more used and less generic, so it looks like it's had a purpose. The front of it was looking so fancy, you know, and I thought that could even be a hotel. Looking at the front of it with the like deco style architecture and things, clearly the windows look like a jail. So it wouldn't be a fancy hotel. Oh, nice one, Chimber. That's excellent. That's just what I need for this. We can sort something out, and I can, if you've got PayPal, dead easy, because I've got a PayPal system all set up for doing that. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, an apartment building, Nikki. There's a lot that do that. In fact, I've got a couple of smaller buildings that are they're not. I think one's an Atlas. They're not Walthers, and I've turned it into like a rooming house, guest house, rather than a shop, and just changed the front a bit. So there's a lot of possibilities with them. I like this one very much. I really did. I really liked it. I was so pleased when I saw that somebody had it in stock, ready. And like I say, I did do that on eBay, but the price on the website 54. I'm sure I paid 45 or something like that, and 20 for the other. But Gauge Master have a website, and they have all different ones. And again, you can pick and choose to see the ones that are only in stock. They've got some en route, and they've got some, they're in transit to us somewhere coming across the Atlantic on a ship. And then there's others that they have on the shelf in stock ready to go, which is the way that they should do business. And I have had buildings from them before, and they're very good. But this is the first time I've been able to get this particular building in the UK, and I have seen it on a few layouts up and down. I have a Pinterest page where I collect pictures and post pictures. Just Digger Evans on Pinterest, and I collect a lot of pictures from all over the place. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. And post, I put those on my Pinterest, and I also put a lot of still pictures of what I'm doing with my own layout, and put those on there as well. So if anybody wants to go, I think there's a link on my page to it. Anybody wants to go, you can go to that page. You can download the pictures, print them, do what you want with them. They're there. They're freely available for everybody. Are my pictures. I don't care who does what with them. I really don't mind at all. I haven't copyrighted any of mine. Some people might have done with theirs. I don't know. I don't know the score with Pinterest, but I certainly haven't, and I never would. Anyone can use them and do what they want. They might want them to say, look how bad this is. Look at this idiot with his layout. You never know. But that's about all I've got now, folk. I think I've rambled and waffled enough. I want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone coming over. It was just a pure and simple test with my new bracket for my camera phone. It's one of those overhead swizzly ones that you can alter it and do, so it's not in the way. I can get my hands underneath without a tripod being in the way, but at the same time, it's, if you touch it, it does wobble a bit and wobble about, so it's difficult to keep steady. Thank you, Nikki, for that. Do give us a like and a subscribe if you like what you're seeing, chaps. So that, I think, is about it for now, and I'm so sorry about this horrible Jimmy the Parrot. I really don't know why he's been sent. I'll just see if we can get Jimmy on the. This is Jimmy, the Senegal parrot. He doesn't really talk. Shoot the parrot. I felt like shooting him a couple of times. Okay, Jimmy, you're right now. You're on TV. You got what you wanted. You got your own way. Jerry, thank you for coming. I'm sorry, mate. I'm just about to wind up and switch everything off. Thank you all ever so much for coming. Thanks, Jerry. A little bit late, but thank you all the same. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to say bye for now. thank you all very much for coming. Bye bye for now, my friends.